Hey guys, what's up? JRPG Bro here. We're playing more Persona 5 Royal here on the PlayStation 5. Very fitting here. Last time we actually got around to the treasure for Madarame, so we'll actually be able to do the palace boss soon.
Inmate. Come inside. We've much to discuss. There you are, inmate. Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair, used to sacrifice personas and transmutate them into high-level items. Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate. It is time, inmate.
What is the matter? Shall we be off?
So the electric chair is going to actually be a very useful, I guess, ritual. So essentially we can take our personas and turn them into items, as long as we have the required things. So if we want to turn it into a sword, we need to make sure we actually have a blank, I think it's called like a black kotagata or something like that. I probably mispronounced it. If you want to correct my spelling, my pronunciation, that's fine. But we need to make sure we have that, or if you want to make it a gun, you need to have a model gun. That's essentially like a blank slate for the specific item, which is fantastic. And that's how we actually make our best items, is that we want to make sure we have enough of the actual items, the blank versions of those items to actually make. And they're very specific personas, they make specific items. So I'm just throwing it out there, like, Arsene is not going to make 500 different things. He's going to make one specific thing, and that's how it works with these personas. So now that we actually were able to clear the palace, we're going to have some free time. If we want, we can actually work on our, like I said, our confidants with Ryuji, who we're actually pretty far with. We also have An that we can work on as well. We should be fine with her. And we still have, like, Takemi and Yoshida, and I think we actually might actually be kind of blocked right now in terms of the plot with Sojiro, but we can actually work on our other confidants, and soon we'll be getting more and more confidants as we progress through the game. And we do want to make sure that we're balancing them. We don't want to have like all of them at the same time. We want to make sure that we actually have we want to make sure we're okay. We don't want to be juggling them. If we can actually like stagger them, like Ryuji can be done, and then we can work on Yuskue like that, or we're close enough that when we start it, we don't want to be juggling things, because that's going to just stress us out, and that's going to like really like overwhelm us, and it's going to blow our minds.
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
Man. Oh. Okay. Well then. Hey. Well then.
So it looks like we're available now. We have a Sunday. We're going to move along here with the storyline in terms of everything. So it looks like, in terms of our confidants reaching out to me, Dr. Dukemi is the only one who's reached out to me via, text. So usually, just because you don't get a text from, say, like Ryuji or An, it doesn't mean we're not going to have the ability to actually spend time with them, but we're going to spend time with the doctor anyway, rank up with her, continue along her path line, her story arc. And like I said, a lot of these characters we're going to get blocked out at a certain point for a lot of reasons, usually with the story or the character story. So, we want to kind of get to where we need to get. So we're actually going to spend our day or Sunday with Dr. Takemi, aka the Goth Doctor. So why don't we see what she's got for us today in terms of the clinical trials.
Well then. Oh. And? Hey! Hello? Fine. By the way,
All right.
Bye.
So you hit rank 4 with the back alley doctor, the plague, Dr. Takemi. I actually really like her confidant arc. I think the big thing about Persona 5 as opposed to the previous titles in the franchise is it does have some of the best confidant arcs as a whole. I don't know if that's just because recency bias is in terms of not because it's the most recent game I played, but more so in terms of the fact that the game is a more modern game. 3 is 15 years old, 4 is like 13 years old. These games are a little bit older, and this one is like 4 or 5 years old in terms of since it was released in Japan, the vanilla version, and it has that more modern, so it feels more newer. We do have the technology, they have the smartphones and everything like that. I don't know if that's just me going with that, like I said, that recency bias, so to speak here. I don't know. I can't say for certain. I don't know. I feel like the characters do have more of a relatable issues going on to an extent. It feels more personal, more human, I guess. Not that 4 and 3 didn't have those. I'm not trying to, trash on 4 and 3, because those are my 2 other favorite games. Like, you ask me my favorite games, it's 5, 4, and 3 in that order. So, we're going to spend some time with Yoshida here and see what's going on with him this day.
You. Hmm? You're right. Very well. All right. I shall ask you again.
So we're going to be
another
referring to Yoshida a lot as like anime Bernie Sanders, because I don't understand Japanese politics in comparison to American politics. I really don't understand politics in general, but Yoshida kind of really reminds me of Bernie Sanders to an extent. I don't know why. I just started calling him anime Bernie Sanders, and it kind of just stuck. It was one of those things like, oh, I'm just going to call him this, and I've called him this ever since 2017, so it's not like it's anything new. It's like I'm like, oh, it's anime Bernie Sanders, trying to be cool and hip and with it. No, I've been doing it since 2017. I feel like his whole shtick kind of resonates on that level. As a whole, he's an older guy, kind of also, attracting, our younger character, our Joker, and his kind of message of like, we want to build a better future for everyone. I really like that. It kind of resonates. So maybe he is anime Bernie Sanders.
You ride this train at this time too? What a coincidence. We finished investigating the palace. All that's left is the calling card. When are you going to send it? That's the spirit. I want to stop that man as soon as possible. Let's get together after school then. I'll be waiting for you.
Oh, have you heard?
Nice.
This is it.
Good.
Nice going. I see. Let's go.
We can now take him down, yes?
Madarame is going to be a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. Are you sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues. He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help. I apologize for making you do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yuskue. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
It's not about acting cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography. I think.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily. But why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with? Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident, but that's all.
I see.
Crap, you totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about. Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all. All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it. Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
A calling card, huh? Will you take it seriously? He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best.
You should do it then, Yuskue. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting. It shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
Looks like it's calling card time. You all know what that means. It means we're gonna go and steal the treasure from Madarame. That's gonna be fun. And they all follow a pretty similar pattern, so like I said, that's why we got the secure our route to the treasure, so we can actually steal it. The calling card, like I said, takes up a whole day. It took up our entire afternoon, so we kind of lost a day. I know that doesn't actually sound like that big of a deal, because it really isn't. If you think about it, it really doesn't, take up a lot of time. I mean, not time, but it takes up a whole day. and you think that, oh man, these palaces take so much longer than it did in 4, bro. You did the, Persona 4 palace in a single day, and that's true. I actually was able to clear most Persona 4 palaces in a single day in the game because they're structured differently. And that I think that's a great thing about 5 is that they're structured in a way that you can't necessarily clear them in one entire day, and that you get you go into them, because of the story, and then you have to leave them because of the story. So the story dictates how far you get in your first, your first entrance into the palace, and then you're like, well, you can go in on your own free time and go from there. I like that the game does it, and also don't like that the game does it. I think it's great for storytelling purposes, but we're gonna see how the calling card goes.
Hey! Wow! Oh!
All right, let's begin. Okay, quiet down.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sir Ichiriusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail from the Phantom Thieves.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know. The same letter has been posted everywhere.
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing.
They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Will that do?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show him. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
We'll be counting on you too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yuskue?
Of course not. We'll do this.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. JRPG Bro here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Next time we're going to steal Madarame's heart.
Well then.
Don't want to miss that.